Right, call to order. We're gonna approve today's agenda and minutes from 12/19, right? Um,
I'd like to, make one change to the minutes, and that's the call to order should be Mark Voting, our current president.
Can we get a copy of the, it's right in front of Amy.
Oh, this is.
No, that's the financial
What's the
sheets.
financial,
and the-
wait, there's that.
You're up there. And then that's the board.
What was your recommendation?
Just
So-
that we changed on the agenda that you're calling the meeting to order.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can change that.
And then I move that we approve the amended agenda. Mr. President,
That shirt,
Can I get a
official.
second for approving today's agenda? Can I get a second?
Second,
Second, thank you.
yes.
All right, we're gonna go straight into the treasurer's report, which it looks like he has provided to us. Here is the treasury report. Can I get another copy of the treasury report? I'll share with Mike too, I think. Amy, you wanna go over that?
Yeah, so we're sitting a little low, our average, we're sitting closer to 20,000, we usually sit next to 30. And it's because we're missing the PepsiCo payment and the license plate payment. And we're fixing to have some pretty big spend. I expect us to go really low in the next month. Getting ready for the bilingual conference, and it'll be a matter of when Gene cuts us a check.
For all the, okay,
Mhm. And last year we made money on bilingual, so we had more to spend throughout the year. So once that balances out, but it's gonna get a little tighter
it's
than
gonna
we
get
want.
tight, right?
Yeah.
How much did we make on that? I'm curious.
Last year, it was like 13,000.
And then we had our expenses on top of that, right?
No, on top of it, like, I think. I don't know. We did
Just
some math
curious.
where we got to overspend on some things like that,
Right,
where
right.
we got to use the funds we made to support.
That's the income right there, the minus.
Yeah.
I just don't have that sheet, that's all.
868.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Okay. You did pretty well.
What's the North Texas Urban Forestry Conference?
That is. Them paying us? No. I don't know.
From last year?
No, because this is 20.
It says January,
this is
December of 2024.
December and January, yeah, as it was last. What would that have been? Did we, I wonder if we didn't get the check from the year before for the silent auction or something, whatever we used to do with TBUFC. We were super late in getting the check, so it got applied to the wrong year. And so I think this is the 2023.
Well, that's a turnaround, because usually we're too late in cashing it. Or that's where we were active, but
Yeah, but there was some confusion
Yeah.
that year and that season about what was happening. That was because now we don't do that anymore, right?
we
So I
could-
think this is the 2023 payment that was applied in 2024.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just wondered.
Yeah.
But we do need to get re-involved with that,
Yeah, so,
at least help them with speakers and.
tree climbing comp, if we look at that, like over the year, like we spent a lot, like $2,000 for,
Mhm.
if that's something we want to keep doing, which I think it was great.
Well, if they're
Um,
here,
Was that?
if they're here,
Yeah, we did it because they were in Waxahachie.
Yeah,
That thing moves around.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like maybe
they're.
picking one event a year to like, and
Yeah,
budgeting, like creating a budget that says we'll spend $2,000 a year, about that much a
Right.
year
When it comes back around.
to support, or to support like any selected tree event, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
where we don't expect there to be any
Mhm.
balance or isn't
Yeah.
usually in
it's community,
Yeah,
it's building community.
yeah, I think we should like put that into our long-term budget.
that's what we're trying to do, is build
Mhm.
community. Okay,
Okay,
that's also retreat, you know.
Anything else that anyone wants to discuss that has to do with the, report?
taxes are filed. Is everybody still cool with Bruce, our accountant? Any concerns? Y'all, anybody want to see documentation of that?
No, you've got it,
I mean, it sounds
right?
like
Yeah.
you're okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or we're not losing our tax.
no, we have our tax number. Bruce and I are on all the filings, so, but we don't file till pretty late in the year. It's like, oh, it's
April?
11/15,
Oh.
so October 15 is a quarterly, yeah, 11/15 for non-501(c)(3)s.
Yeah,
So. Is that right?
Like-
11/15?
sometime in the fall.
I think it's that. Yeah, that's what I got, unless anybody has questions. Are we getting Pepsi money?
I sent the invoice back in December and I just sent them a follow-up.
Thank you. Perfect. And then you two are on.
I'm gonna call Mac about that, Congress thing.
Yeah, that should be $1,500 and then we should be getting $1,000 from
Yeah.
Pepsi,
We'll give- Yeah,
$2,500.
Mhm. And, but also they're reimbursing us for the trees.
Yeah.
So
and
we're currently out the money for the trees.
Oh, we bought the trees too.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
were the trees?
6,000?
Yeah. that's-
Oh,
6,800?
okay, good. So we're gonna be pretty close back up to what we usually have.
we've got
Yeah,
about
we
10,000
don't-
coming,
Definitely
coming
need that
back in.
payment, because we're out on it.
And
We
I'll
basically
put the numbers together.
funded
We
Pepsi's
can
project.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The people that handle that, it's no one's primary responsibility and it doesn't seem like they really know what they're doing.
Right. So, okay, if you could follow up on that.
And I don't know what I'm doing. so.
Okay.
and I didn't, so I got to you.
All right, cool. So it sounds like we're back on track to where we want to be.
Yeah. As soon as we get, yeah, do some collections.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mike. Okay, moving on from the treasury report. Get back to my agenda here. Looks like we're going to election of the 25-26 board of directors. Is that correct, Vice President?
Yes, sir. Carry on.
And we do have a new addition to our board. She used to be involved with TBUFC, I think, in the past. Her name is Ann Allen. She's Director of Parks and Recreation for the City of University Park. And so, what does she bring to the table for us, Susan?
Well, you know, she offered facilities, you know,
Mhm.
she has a history and they were talking about maybe volunteer program there. There was something else that she was interested in that we were doing, that she was you remember that, Jane? She's just very proactive. She wanted to.
Yeah. She was really impressed with what we were doing. She was impressed with our website. She was impressed with our workshops. And so,
The last meeting where Ann was to this meeting, like, Mike, I think you and I were the only ones. I don't even know if you were there. At the one in UP, the one meeting we had in UP where Ann was there.
UP.
It was Phil Irwin.
Oh, way
Oh,
back.
wait.
It was way back. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what was that to now? Maybe you and Jesse were there. That may have been the first time I met you guys.
No, the first one I was at was with the.
That's probably about 5 years ago. No, 6.
Yeah, I think it was long. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So anyway, I know she wanted you back then, but like, we were pretty defunct.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so that, I think, us getting it together
She's
I
excited.
think it's great.
A lot of
Yeah.
people are.
And she would have been relatively new at UP at that point,
Yeah.
because she used to work at SMU.
That's exactly right.
yes,
I
and she
forgot
used to
that.
work with
With
you quite a
Kevin
bit. She
Diller
mentioned that.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah, when,
Did you do the Oakville letter there?
when SMU changed from, well, she was working for SMU. And then when they outsourced everything, she basically moved up and took two other people's roles and managed it. She was completely stressed.
Yeah.
It was also like, in there where she had like 2 little kids and no husband, so. Now her kids are older and she works for a city that has
Supports
plenty
them.
of resources. Yeah,
And they have resources that she said would get, you know. So,
She wanted to be here today, she just couldn't be, so she'll be at her next meeting next month. I told her it was on the Thursdays, usually during lunchtime, so try to accommodate people's schedules as best as we can. Anything else on that, Susan, for the board? Well, if you look at your sheet, there is a proposed TBUFC Board of Directors sheet right here.
Okay, more of
Uh,
those. Yeah, extras.
Just gonna say,
Thank you.
I know it's spelled right on the website, but my name is misspelled. It's fine, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and there's,
me.
Huh? That was you?
Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, there could be some,
I mean, it sounds like that, so, you know.
Mhm. Oh, thank you.
yeah, you just gotta remember, it's one of those Cajun names. If you're not using all the vowels,
Yes.
you're missing one.
Thank you. That's a good point.
All of them, I got all of them except sometimes why. So, president would be myself, and then Susan would be vice president. Michael Levy would be secretary, Webb. I believe Michael is our only paid employee with TBRC. Maybe the tax guy, Bruce, is he paid?
Bruce,
Oh,
he's a contractor.
Yeah.
And then we host the website with
Called Mocha Host.
Mocha Host, but there's someone we pay from back in the day, Doug Pearson.
Oh,
That's for the, that's for that.
That's for Texas Tree Trails.
Yeah.
I don't. If he's that cost is for that website, not for Doug's. I think.
It's for his management there.
Mhm.
Which, that's probably gonna go up.
That is split with Austin. And there's like, and what's the other organization? It's split 3 ways.
the historic tree.
Yeah, it's historic trees, yeah.
how much is that?
That's what she just said.
500 a year?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Amy Heath is, accepted treasurer again. And then on board of directors, we have Blake Wynn from the city of Dallas, Parks and Recreation. We have Jim Paddock.
Yeah, it's kind of misspelled.
That's okay. That's
Sorry,
okay. I was
Joe.
supposed to review it. Citizen Forester, we have Preston Williams over here from the city of Dallas.
My name's actually spelled right.
No, it's
No,
Williams.
no,
Is it?
yeah, that's right.
Wow, I've been saying it wrong all the
Two
time.
L, 2L.
An environmental arborist,
No, I must be forester.
a city forester.
And the Dallas City Hall, URL still works, but we just have dallas.gov now.
Dallas.gov.
Finally got official.
Alright. Dallas.gov.
Yeah, there's been a few changes or turnover.
Yeah, Karen, so
So we heard.
Mr. McMaster's last day will be February 17th as he ventures out to Minneapolis, Minnesota as their forestry director. But once again, our community is branching out.
I wouldn't.
I
No.
gave him a reference and I told
Yeah.
him that. Now you're part of our community.
We should do a TBFC road trip to Minneapolis. And like, just crash his party or something.
Yeah.
Still work there. Cruising. He worked in
Did you
Minneapolis.
work in Minneapolis?
He worked for, he knew that parks director and met him when he was a kid.
Oh.
There's history
Well,
there.
we just got back from Minnesota. Cruzy and I were up there in November. All up on
Cold.
top.
Anyway, good, that's good to know.
Mhm. We also have Mary Brody, who's been helping us with social media, which has always been
Yes,
one of our Achilles heels.
Mhm.
And she has an update that you provided to Michael that'll put up later. Ann Allen's our newest addition to the board. She's, like I said, from the University Park, Director of Parks and Recreation. Christopher Rasmussen, who's a TCIA trainer. Is that his own website, the Arborist Strong at Gmail?
Yeah,
Okay. That's his personal, good.
yeah, cause that's his kind of consulting business, so he operates. All kinds of.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yes.
So why is he still up? He's not coming to anything, is he?
he will.
Oh,
And he just received his some other training credential, but he's also going for his prescriptive pruning training credentials. He just got something to two training credentials through TCIA. I can't remember what they are. I apologize.
That's fine. Yeah, we do need him to be here though. for that.
Yes, he
Yeah,
knows.
I haven't seen him in a while. And then, of course, we have our regional urban forester, Mike Sills.
let me give you my phone number. It's 214-384-8677.
Is that personal or work?
It's for work.
But was it Mikey last four?
214-384-8673.
8673.
Yeah.
Are we making corrections on this or someone?
Sure. Yes.
Should we? The name of my company is wrong, so we can add my phone number.
Oh my God. That's rude.
Hey, it's okay.
It's
Texas
okay, my
tree
name is
surgeon.
still right,
You know, that was probably back.
and then,
It'll be right when it goes up on the website.
okay.
That's all that
we-
really matters.
Yeah, I can add this.
What else is messed up?
It doesn't have my phone number.
Oh.
And then I'm
What
the
number you want?
owner, the BCMA and the owner.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you.
I
Hey,
know.
guys.
I don't
Jim has a
Excuse me.
question. Yes, go ahead, Jim.
My last name is real simple. It's Patak. It's not Cajun. It's Czech. All right.
AK, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Thank
got
y'all.
it.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
All right.
They're just emails, I believe. Just have, I just,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, we can do that.
Be nice to have phone numbers on there, but some of us, you know, just email solely,
Right.
like to call people and anything.
You want yours on?
Tell us, you want it? You know?
Okay.
Be nice to have everybody else's on there, but if you don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want. No one really wants my.
Yeah, they'll call me and then I'll just spill the beans and give them,
I mean, look at that.
And the video.
Yeah. And so with that being said, that fulfills our 10 board members. We need a vote on this.
I move that we accept the board of directors as presented, Mr. President.
Can I get a second?
I second that.
All right. Board of directors has been approved.
All in favor.
Oh, all in
No,
favor?
first, discussion?
Oh, discussion.
Nah.
I'm really glad
I
to
need
see
to learn how to
Aaron
do this,
Allen.
'cause I don't know how to write it.
Kind of on the board now, they're kind of circling back. That's kind of.
Isn't that cool?
Any discussion needed on that? Anyone?
Okay,
Yeah.
no. All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Official board for 2025.
Let's go over our company. Mr. President, I think this might be a good time to go over our slide presentation that you put together to show our accomplishments for the year.
Let's do it. Let's show our accomplishments for the 2024 season. I presented this at the Texas
Let me see. Hold
Urban
on.
Forest Congress. I get that wrong all the time. I say council.
You want my
Congress.
personal opinion on that? Why it's a Congress?
Why?
Their council lost their funding, didn't they somehow?
There was money that did not add up, yeah.
Sticky fingers.
Did that result in a name change?
No.
Oh,
They
Susan, I got the list. I don't think I got the actual presentation. I do have a list of all of our accomplishments. Yeah. I mean, I gotta pull it up real quick. Yeah, if you have a minute. Right here.
sorry. Keep some acronyms that shouldn't be acronyms, Michael.
Give me a moment while I work on that real quick.
Well, while he's pulling that up, y'all wanna. That's your call. You wanna kind of work through the next thing is the.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll keep moving this along, right? To get the pizza. Yeah. All right, moving on to old business. Bilingual workshop. I know we've been attending a weekly meeting for the bilingual workshop. For those of you who may or may not know, the committee personnel right now is Amy Heath, myself, Mike Sills, and Susan Pensa. So we've been attending some of those meetings. We're meeting on Thursdays around 2 o'clock, I think, every week. So if you want to attend that meeting, please come along.
It's posted on the website.
I don't believe that's posted on the website because that's more of an internal
Oh,
kind of thing. It's not really for in public. We're also going to be hosting the bilingual workshops on February 18th in North Texas over at Mike Sills' facility, the water building, in San Antonio on February 20th, and then Houston on February 21st.
Is anyone, are you going to San Antonio?
I don't think I can go.
You are though.
He's gonna be at all three.
I am.
I'm
All
Mark.
three, Mike?
Yeah.
Sure, I can't.
I wasn't planning.
Well,
Okay.
duh.
It's okay.
Good to have that, you know?
Paperwork in the agreement from Gretchen for the location.
Oh, that was me.
Can you email me that? So I just have it with the payment?
Yes.
Yes, as a seat for the bucks. Okay.
She said that, payment would be closer to the event, something like
Yeah.
that.
So I need to send
I think
you,
they just do check, so I'll be ready.
so send the invoice, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
You need an
I really
invoice.
do appreciate y'all streaming that out, lining that out. And
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, we met with her.
Yeah, it just helps so
Okay.
much.
Good.
All right, Mark, I got it all up.
They're doing,
So I think it's under 1,000.
It's 750?
Yeah, 750. I mean, it's, yeah,
375, I thought.
Super cheap.
it's super cheap.
Whatever,
I
it's
know
less
that.
than $1,000.
Cross Timber spending for their North Texas conference, you said, for their facility.
Well, look, I don't know if you mean that.
That's
It's
not-
lunch and everything. And by the
They're spending like 10, right?
By the-
$350.
That includes lunch.
Oh, includes lunch?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
and.
Anyways, we're getting a great deal.
Yeah,
The conference center is like $3,000
Okay,
to rent it for the day there in Hurst. And catering is like another 7.
okay.
And see,
150,
if you
200 people.
put our cost together on our conference, which I have, we're looking at close to 10,000 with speaker fees and everything. else.
Right. Okay, so it's probably about the same.
Right. So
published, yeah.
we have to pull in, at least 100 people.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's doing sponsorship?
right now we have Rainbow at $750. We have space for maybe one more table
So
if we put,
Plano
'em-
Palace,
I haven't reached out to
I've
them.
talked to them.
Okay, they're there?
They're reserved, they just need like a packet of information.
Okay.
Plano Power?
Mhm.
Then,
Oh.
The business.
so the sponsor
Oh,
level,
yeah.
you need a sponsor level letter, sponsor letter.
Like, so we have a draft.
Okay,
Christopher May, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just use it then
okay.
and change the.
Can we,
first one.
yeah,
How much is Rainbow doing? this fall?
750. That's all he could get.
And they're bringing in a speaker.
Oh, that's right, Francisco's coming, okay.
Yeah, don't forget that because, you know, Eric is costing us 1,000. Eduardo's 1,000.
Well, without a table, we could also do breakfast, lunch, snack sponsors, we could do
Right,
cookies from so-and-so, so like.
right. If
It's
you can
four
go out-
brothers back, yeah, so if we don't have space.
they can sponsor snacks and we'll put up signage and
They
we'll
like to
promote.
bring all their stuff,
Huh?
they like to bring all their stuff, but it'd have to be significantly cheaper than $750.
Oh, no. If they're, you know, like, if you're gonna sponsor, do you want them to sponsor a specific, like, food? The food's gonna be, $4,000.
Yeah, but we could break it down to like snacks,
breakfast.
Right.
you know, like, yeah.
You've got breakfast is like 500.
it's just like-
So breakfast or snacks, and then we promote, we put up signage. And please, we'll come and let you stand. We just don't have any room. If we're gonna put 150 people in there, we have no room. Even with the couches gone.
You guys have all my contacts. Some of them are people that, are affiliated with electric company. Do y'all send me stuff out?
That's whom we need to promote to.
Okay, I can get with whoever's got my contact list and update it or.
And send
show
them
you-
the flyer.
Tell you who these people are, cause I got a lot of contacts.
And to our sponsors, we'll do a little lead-in letter. If you've got the letter, just add this new flyer. And you should have gotten it yesterday or this morning. At 7:00.
But we
I
don't,
sent it yes,
we don't have any room for sponsors.
No, but if they wanna sponsor
you-
lunch,
If you rethought how you do lunch
Mm-hmm.
and the room off to the side,
yeah, and
made that like an exhibit hall.
I thought about
I
that.
thought
too.
about it, I was thinking about that just now.
I think we should do that, cause we could definitely serve lunch across the back of the room.
Yes,
Like, or on the tall tables there. I can figure that out.
I agree. I'd like, I mean, it makes sense that, because we could bring in more sponsors, right? Because then we'd have more
Oh,
room.
yeah, and those guys look and buy what, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't we look at doing that? I think it's a great
I do
idea. I was thinking it, but I didn't say it.
And maybe that contact comment would be best directed towards you, Michael, and if you wanted to talk to me, like, after hours on the weekend or something, since we're practicing.
So does that mean Four Brothers is gonna come now, if we have more room?
I mean, they liked it last year. I don't know why the same sponsors wouldn't come back. They were all pretty pleased. And then more people,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think we just were so behind.
and we need.
But like, we don't even
bracket
have a saw dealer here. Like, we don't have Steel or Husqvarna and they would wanna be there. Like,
Christopher has those contacts, right?
And I asked him to reach out, and that's been a week, so I need to talk to him again.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good
Cause
idea.
that was where LaTex came from Oklahoma. I'm sure they'd come back. We need to reach out to our last year's sponsors.
Right,
Who's gonna be over sponsors?
we need like a little subcommittee for sponsors. I was gonna help with trying to get raffle prizes and going, putting up signs up at like Plano Power for the event, our Spanish English, with poster.
Okay, Amy, you have that letter? I don't remember the letter, the sponsor letter. I probably
Okay.
wrote it.
I can find it.
You just send it to me, we'll rework that, and then I'll get our, last year's. And who has potentials? Who can I contact?
Four brothers. Right?
Yep, we need a local saw dealer. We have Plano Power, Richardson,
Saw.
Richardson's.
yeah.
There's one in Rowlett that sells power equipment. I could reach out to them because I live out there.
I have a PPE company that might be interested.
Please. I want to name this Bilingual Tree University, BTU. We can sell that.
Okay,
That sells it to your group. It's a bilingual tree university.
Are there like, so there are deals like Husqvarna and Still that would come out, like,
yeah,
they would come out too?
it comes with saluting branches and stuff.
That's Christopher. Christopher made those contacts. So,
I'll call Chris and I can reach out to him, but all of y'all need to reach out to your reps and tell them, can you be there? If you can't be there, please support us by giving us something.
right. Okay.
You know, we've got to build this community. They're part of this
Definitely,
community.
and also would mention too, we bought these partner pages now, and also let them know that will plaster their, their support
Yeah,
there.
you
We
always-
get build a network of.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge thing, and just like I say, like, with Rainbow doing their donation for the lunch coming up with our thing, I've already linked up our page for that. So when we do all of the pictures and all that, I mean, each of their pages are going to have a link to the page of what they're sponsoring, so they'll be able to have that contact. And also an archive of what they've been participating in over the time. So I think that'll be huge. Yeah, and again, I can show an example too, but I think I already got Rainbow, since they're already going to be on.
Sponsor buttons back up. Our sponsor
Okay,
255, 750.
I'll reactivate them.
Okay.
I'll get those. I'll get them.
255, 750.
Okay.
So,
What do they get out of that? That's different. Is it just they're just giving more money?
That's the thing, maybe we should just do a 750 flat rate.
Yeah.
Just a one.
or if we could get that out of them, if they start whining, start going down.
So you get a full-size table, you get like two of those tables put together.
You get two,
versus
you get a
one.
table. Don't ever give them two damn tables, but, a table, two chairs. Exposure on the website. And,
Exposure to
sponsorship, announcement at breaks,
Mhm.
lunch, etc.
Okay. Like places like Taco Joint where we're getting our breakfast. Has anyone gone up there and said, hey, can you guys sponsor some of the breakfast for us? Like, is that something that gets done, that people do?
They get hit all the time.
Right,
Usually you have to have a personal in with them,
right,
and then do you pull your trump card every time?
right.
So that's why the more you branch out for your volunteers, the more you'll get those links.
Okay.
Let's see, okay, I'm forwarding you a draft of it now. Is everybody okay with, so the lunch quotes from Celebration, the same lunch we had last year? And they'll do breakfast for the same cost as
Taco Joint?
Taco Joint, and nobody has to deal with coming or going, and snacks.
Right.
So the
Okay.
only other thing we'd have to hustle during the day is coffee.
Okay,
And they'll bring snacks when they bring lunch. Tree surgeon staff will volunteer and serve it, both breakfast and dinner. And we could either do like one breakfast sandwich a person or 2 tacos with food a person. I didn't care. I just said, whatever. Put
okay.
something on the quote.
It sounds like it's easier just to deal with one vendor, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
That's good.
do everything. They don't forget anything and it's just better.
We'll do
to-
iced tea and
Yeah.
water, iced tea and lemonade and yeah, like just
Yeah.
keep it going all day.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with that. You guys good with that?
Any
Yes,
objections?
yes, and then we,
Mhm.
I don't remember what we did on coffee.
Tree surgeons, volunteers, just kind
Yeah.
of ordering it as we needed it.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
Picking it up,
we're
and
on.
we'll be on for that too, again.
That makes it easy.
So yeah, so I
Nice.
volunteers then cover, I was gonna do like 2 shifts, so
Yay, tree
we'll have
surgeons.
at least 6 volunteers at each point, but I did want a sponsorship for it.
So I can cross off my name off this list that says breakfast snacks.
Uh-huh. I was trying to make it really easy for us this year, so we
Yeah.
don't have to.
Well, because it really is nice for us to be there and talking to people, you
Yeah.
know, and networking. So
Okay,
if we don't have to worry about those things, then we can focus on that.
So Amy, you got all this
so yeah, so I have,
on site, vendor coordination.
yeah,
we'll all
help
help
Jean
with
with
that.
registration, set up, breakfast, breakdown. I'm gonna divide it into 2, so we have more people who stay afterward, like the 2 shift.
Yeah.
To help with cleanup, because I know that's really important to Mike. And Glad Hand, the vendors. Help with setup of the booth, so they'll be there early enough. We can take that out of the budget.
Just real quick, I'm getting them to open the door, because I think on my application I said 6:30, something like that, for the doors to open.
Okay. 6:30.
I'll double check.
So I'll have them there 6 to 6 in Gary
Okay.
with 2 shifts and everybody will overlap at lunch. Okay.
Appreciate you putting extra effort into that too, the cleanliness aspect.
I'm gonna get you your trash cans, don't worry.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
if
Thank
you have
Amy.
to pull one off of each truck.
Right?
No, she gets these trash cans to stick in the men's bathroom. Because if you don't, you have toilet paper being thrown down on the floor and stuff.
Okay. So our speakers are confirmed for this. Mike and I are gonna work on AV, so we'll be doing the mics and any kind of computer setup. Who's emceeing this? Is it you, Amy? You doing the MC?
I'm happy to. I don't
Uh,
speak Spanish, so it's not ideal, but I can do it.
That's
with
okay, we have
translator on my
translation
computer.
Make it.
where,
Yes, that's
Hey,
right.
you don't need Spanish. We got Wordly now.
I know,
You don't have to have it.
exactly.
Really, you have to have Spanish speakers for a bilingual workshop.
Hey,
You just do Wordly.
maybe we should just call it.
as long as you don't leave the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wordly's not gonna work so well outside.
How does that work? Because like I wasn't on the Wi-Fi when I was at ISA conference. I just used my cell service on my phone. It worked.
The speaker needs to be on Wi-Fi. That goes through the computer.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that'll be one of the things we need to set up.
Can we set up a hotspot? I've got a hotspot.
I don't know how will it work outside. I mean, we
Okay.
could attempt that, but yes.
Talk on the phone.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll go test that one day. We'll go eat lunch. We'll test out to see
Yeah.
how far the Wi-Fi reception works, and then we'll kind of create boundaries for that.
And in Waco, the computers on the podium were all hardwired to the
Hardwired.
internet.
Okay,
And
I didn't
then
know that.
there was like a separate microphone that went straight into the computer.
Okay. But it worked well.
Yeah, and there was also professionals set it all up, and so, yeah, we will
Right.
need to,
Okay.
we will need to definitely
We
work.
want to reach out to our professional.
Who?
What's that dude's name? Ryan? Yeah, import Ryan to help us.
I don't know, Ryan.
he does all the AV at the tree conference.
The
Waco
loaded
Tree Con-
sound,
Yeah,
you have a budget for that?
we just,
Would you do it out of the kindness of his heart?
no, 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 you got.
Loaded Sound sets up, the conference, and we added that to what they were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, every year
You
it's
don't
like
have
we
to
keep
have
adding more stuff
everyone,
to
but, I
what
mean,
they do, so.
Mhm.
See,
Having
everyone else.
somebody really
We pay to
knows-
have a technician
knows-
running the computers
Okay.
I think Michael,
at,
Michael
Mike's-
has.
because in running the computers from.
Yeah, I
them,
can
we're
help
getting
out, sure.
Essentially, we're getting. ISA Texas at the conference is getting all of the AV from Loaded Sound. So if there's any issues,
Right.
there's somebody that supposedly is an AV tech that understands all that, they can
Yeah.
fix everything.
Right.
And then our role in the tree conference, we just check the checker. That's
Check
it.
the check.
Yeah.
I mean, have to contact him and say, hey, what would you charge?
No,
We'll be fine.
There's no- Just find out, because we could
Because-
throw that in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at least
And
contact.
they're out of Waco, so I don't know, I mean, there's probably half a dozen companies in Dallas.
Well, we call him and we get a reference, because, because the people know each other and you want, it's nice to get somebody that somebody knows.
Yep. And I'm not saying that, that you shouldn't use him, I'm just saying. I don't know if,
There's probably people in Dallas that do the same thing.
Oh, sure.
Well, and either way, I would.
We're not paying him to do
We're
anything.
making
He's the
it-
guy that takes care of all the AV at ISA Texas.
Oh, okay. I thought we're.
Hey, man.
All right, so is there anything else? Let's see here, because I know we've been bouncing around. Registration is up. Right, Jane?
all right.
Budget?
Info@loadedsound.com.
Of reimbursement.
Okay.
is where you would-
So,
Info@loadedsound.com.
and you'll reimburse us up to $1,500. Okay. Okay, who we send that to?
Oh, speaking of registration, I was registering my team for the North Texas
Send them to you.
Urban
okay.
Forestry Conference, and the registration from last year is
Okay,
still
so
live.
Same.
Not even-
Oh, okay, well, it
same
was,
address.
yes. Our lady signed us up for
Yeah.
that one.
7 of y'all got signed up for last year.
Okay. I don't know.
You signed up for, the bilingual, he's talking about going from,
Yeah, I'd sent her the link to this year's,
That's
but
on their website.
she just Googled it and somehow came up with it.
Call us, invite them.
Twist arms.
Yeah.
I just,
I know it's a totally different,
yeah,
but I'm gonna
but,
call
yeah,
Lauren.
like with the city of Fort Worth, I mean, they should be able to send guys. And I'm not sure if that would be Hannah. That's probably Hannah, or, I'm blanking on who's running the, nursery there now.
I don't know.
And City of Arlington, almost all, they have landscape crews, but not tree crews.
Would it be rude for me to use the link to the last meeting to all those people?
No.
Okay, I'll just send them the flyer.
But they wouldn't know that.
Is the link not up on the?
Our website, yeah.
Okay.
I got clarification on that $1,500. We need to send Mac $1,500 of receipts of expenses. They reimburse us.
For
We should-
any expense?
Just,
Can
man,
I go over 1,500?
yeah. And then they'll give us, you could sit, if you had an expense for like $3,005, just give me a copy of that. We'll put it in an envelope, send it out to A&M, and they'll send us $1,500.
So it doesn't matter what we write it for, they're gonna send
No, I mean,
$1,500.
well, if you had an expense for $1,254,
We would.
they'd send you $1,254. But if you send it, for
Over.
$1,500 or $2,000, you'll get $1,500.
great. let's finish, cause we've been on this for a while.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. Lunch. Is Rainbow donating lunch?
Just $750.
$750, okay, that's what I thought. That helps, every bit helps, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we have the, like, Amy said, we're gonna be spending money on speakers and travels and all that kind of stuff. Susan, how the speaker gifts coming along?
I've talked to Cruzy, and how do y'all feel about giving them a backpack? A nice backpack, and we can get it personalized, and it costs like $34, $40 a piece.
I thought we were giving them each a piece of art at all three events.
That's Eduardo.
That's just Eduardo. Okay,
That's just Eduardo.
okay.
This is for the speakers to have.
I'm just cheaping out over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Well, I
Backpacks
can
are
spend
really
$40 a piece
expensive. Not everyone needs a
on
backpack.
trinket stuff, or we can give them a nice bag that they can carry to San Antonio. And then my thought was, in San Antonio, they would give them like a coffee mug. And then when they get to Houston, they get something else.
I like it.
Is that okay?
Do they know that they're giving them coffee mugs and something else?
Whatever.
We're talking
I'll
about
talk-
it.
We're
during the
talking
meetings.
about it at the
Oh, yeah.
meeting.
Yeah,
We've talked
we're
about
doing
it.
that. That was what I mentioned, cause I mentioned that we shouldn't give the same speaker gifts to everybody.
Cause I was talking to Mark and I said, well, if I give them a bag, somebody needs to give them a pointer.
Yeah,
You know, there needs to be one new pointer in circulation at all times.
Yeah, I think that's what. When that, I think it's crazy that said that they always get pointers,
yes,
so.
yeah, we did that, it's great, gift.
I do it.
Except when you let people borrow it and
Always.
they return it, missing pieces.
So anyway, Madam President, in addition, I would like to purchase around $100 worth of stickers and t-shirts, like one is Run Forest Run and it has a chainsaw on it.
And that's for speaker gifts? Or
No,
that's
no,
for
these would be raffle gifts. We've got to get some, so I have just a couple of things to put in there.
Is Plano Power giving some raffle prizes, Amy? Cause they gave me some raffle stuff last year. They gave me-
Probably will.
yeah, they probably will, right?
I'm
Yeah.
sure they
I'm
will.
gonna be reaching out to, like I said, some of these other places for raffle prizes, but if Chris can help us too,
Yeah,
he's got the contacts.
and hit your vendors. All your suppliers.
Yeah, we got stuff.
PTE. Put a sticker that says, if I'm found dead, put my PPP on.
At a safety meeting, that may not be a good thing.
Yeah,
I like that, but that's
Okay,
right up there with the running joke that if you fall out of the tree, you're fired before you hit the ground.
oh, yeah,
yeah.
thank you, end of that. Okay, sorry,
So I think that kind of covers most of it. I know we've got all the travel arrangements, kind of arranged.
Miss Amy,
Hey, Jerry.
Burkett in
Aware of,
San Antonio is awesome. She's having all their flights. She's putting those guys up in San Antonio. They've been doing this for 15 years. The last was hard. Anyway,
She has staff.
um,
I'm not saying she's not doing it, but
she has that.
Any-
Well, San Antonio has added a speed climbing championship.
I'm not sure how official that is.
Okay, they're just playing.
That the evening before.
I think it's like an unofficial kind of thing, right? Yeah.
I'm assuming it's fairly unofficial because they've got
Right.
permission to set climbing lines off of a billboard at the back of a bar.
Right.
Oh,
Or safety training.
before safety training.
They might need those stickers.
That'd be the perfect place to hand them out.
Is there anything else with bilingual workshops?
No, sir.
Anyone has a question on? All right, let's move on.
You want to eat during the last half of the meeting or wait until we're done?
Who's hungry? Y'all
I'm
hungry?
hungry. I think we
Okay.
can all eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
done by then.
Take us from the gatekeeper training season.
Nobody knows what she said, just act like we all.
Yeah. Gatekeeper training. Let's keep moving.
It's February 1st at, the Haven Garden, and unfortunately it's from 9 to 12.
Oh, why is it unfortunate?
Cause it's cold on February 1st at
Oh.
9 AM in the morning.
Yeah. I'm gonna come to one of those eventually, because I want to learn how to prune fruit trees.
I just tell them, look, if you weren't at the first training, this is not what you do. Cause we're tucking the middle out, we're hacking,
Yeah.
you're taking 50% of tree off.
Makes sense.
Yeah, peach tree pruning, pretty aggressive.
But,
Yeah.
but basically,
If it
everything that
hadn't
you were
been
taught
done
not
in a
to
while.
do.
That's what you do. Huh, okay, cool.
It's pretty cool, because you have to get back to structure,
Right,
and pruning is per species too,
yeah, there's a lot to learn there.
Yeah, but with beaches, yeah, I mean,
Anywhere.
when you do wanna stress them. Cause
They produce.
Produce fruit.
they wanna reproduce when they're under stress. Then you're doing it, like you said, for structure, so that you got easy, access. You're also opening it up to get
Maintenance.
better air.
Airflow.
Where's your canopy gotta be,
Cool.
The house of the tree is not in there.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be good. Cool. Additional training areas will be added as requested.
Yes.
Cool, let's move up to saluting branches. I plan on possibly doing a saluting branches in Plano this year. We have a cemetery with veterans that has been neglected. City of Plano property. We need to remove about 25 to 30 cedar elms that are just on their way out. And I think that it would be less of a shock to the public if we kind of had an event.
Do we know the dates on splitting branches?
It's on the
I'm not
website.
sure that.
It's probably the week of ISA Texas.
Yeah. you
Oh,
gotta have it.
No, they to the week before.
But I'm thinking about doing one. in
Okay,
Plano.
well then you get in contact with. And I'm sorry, I just point to you because you're in Dallas.
Yep.
But he did saluting branches. We need to find out before Chris leaves. Right, McMaster's. Cause he
He's-
kind of handed it off to that kid that we were with, that young one that was kind of running it.
Yeah,
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Go grab lunch.
Okay.
It's September 17th.
okay.
Thank you.
So we can still do one in Dallas and do one in Plano, but I have a location in Plano that would be good, and we would use City of Plano.
That's fine.
I don't know if the parks, team's gonna be up for it, since they're having so much turnover.
Over?
Mr. President, are we adjourning for a little bit for lunch?
Yeah.
Okay,
And then, if we just have the National Cemetery in Plano, I think that represents DFW well.
Right.
Chris.
yeah, Jim, we're gonna go ahead and break for lunch real quick and we'll be back on here just a little bit.
Yeah, and I'll touch base with McMaster.
You will, Bob. Thank you. We'll go over that we can do that during lunch.
Okay,
All right, we'll be back in a little bit.
okay.